So not quite the high, but definitely close. We definitely were revisiting levels from yesterday. And then here we have this move to, first off, we have highs at the beginning of the day, right? We have highs and then another high at the open, and then like we poke back up here. But there's like this prominent move higher, full retracement. We decline to and through support, bounce along support a bit, and then we break down through multiple supports. And that takes us kind of like into the prudence card area. Interesting. This was like this like back and forth behavior was this prudency stuff going on. First this breakout through resistance right here, and then this like back and forth prudency stuff. I think we'll probably see highs here at the end of the day. That's my sense. Um, it might just be, it could just be a peak, but my sense is with this fortune card, the high correlations, and the abundance card all here at right around the end of the day, it's a pretty strong indication of an important high there. And then we likely open lower tomorrow. And then move to the upside. There's a good day trade tomorrow to open up a long at first thing in the morning in the midst of a decline off of a high. And you could add to that long. Well, you probably would close the long at the end of the day, but you might add to the long here just before midday because the high and the low are within close time proximity to each other. It looks like that happens in the pre-market and then again at the end of the day. But I think the highest price level for the day is going to be at the end of the day. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Robert. Hey, Matt. How Zill Crypto will do this week? Zaliqua? What the heck? It looks like it's a bit bullish to me, just looking at the technicals. Looks bullish to me, but whoa. A lot of stuff coming out tomorrow. Yikes. It's mixed for the week. We turn resistance into support tomorrow. Rotate sideways along that decline on Wednesday, and then decline on. Sorry, we turn resistance into support tomorrow. Rotate along that on Wednesday. Decline on Thursday. Pop and drop, like full retracement kind of pop and drop on Friday. And overall, it's mixed. We first to the upside, then to the downside, then to the upside kind of deal. Appreciate it, Matt. We definitely appreciate you here, my man. Matt, I'm pretty sure you ordered that 30 consecutive days of like Bitcoin or something like that a while back. Wanted to get your feedback on that, my man. Email me, like email me through the site. Let me know your feedback, how we can make that better, if we need to make it better, or if it's awesome. Let me know. Hey AV, hey Chevy, hey Round Earth. I think there's probably a pretty big drop in overnight in SPY. That's my sense. Yeah. Um, but it's still kind of like choppy here in the last couple of days. Um, when you look at the daily, right, we've got the cross-street incongruencies for the Ace of Wands, which is today on the 1 month. It appears on the 27th, right? So this is a pretty bullish day tomorrow. Right, and then we've got sorry, then we've got we also have the appearance again of the Knight of Discs, which is the high correlator on the February high one on the February 1 month reading. So what I'm starting to notice, because I'm paying a lot more attention to like secondary. Oh, hold on, let me close my windows, guys. So when my family first moved into this apartment like 50 years ago, that's how long my family's had this place, like over 50 years. And when they moved in, the entire neighborhood was like residential and restaurants and stuff like that. Now like almost the entire area that we live in is like all hospital. I'm like almost completely surrounded by hospital. They just keep buying everything and then sending their ambulances down my street. They get stuck out there, nobody moves over, and the ambulance literally just sits there blaring its sirens, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I don't know if you guys hear it. Hey Henning, Justimi, welcome. All right, so Tuesday I have the world for the NYSE 1820 natal. What do you mean, Matt? What do you mean by that? It's like Tuesday's resembling the 1820 natal chart for the New York. Sorry. Oh, I see. You have the world card for the New York Stock Exchange on Tuesday. Yes. Okay. So that's pretty notable decline, right? That would go hand in hand with our failure card. But I think it's probably going to take place overnight, and then there's this move to the upside. So like end of day here is a good place to open up a short position if you haven't done so yet. You probably should have done it at the beginning of the day, but there's also, if you don't want to do like a day trade here, see, there's decline off of the high that offers opportunity to open up a long position. And if we end near a high here at the end of the day, we got about 30 minutes left for that to take place, and we should see a pretty big move. If this wasn't it here, this could have been it here for the adjustment card, but even so, we should still see a pretty notable move to the upside with this fortune and this abundance and the high correlations. The trade opportunity is also correlating there. Trade opportunity correlates to the high. There's a lot of indications of that. So I think we probably have a sharp drop there. Now, if I'm wrong and we don't have a sharp drop overnight, I would still be preparing myself for one to take place somewhere here between like now and the end of the month, it's going to take place somewhere in there. It's a little difficult to pinpoint exactly because we've got so much toppy energy. We keep coming back to like toppy type of cards, right? Ace of Wands again, right? Ace of Discs in the high signification, Ace of Wands in the high signification. Abundance. Yeah, see, there's the failure card right there. This, yeah, probably first thing in the morning is where you'd want to close out of the shorts that you opened today. I mean, if you opened up a short here, it probably makes sense to take that profit. All right, I would say take that profit for a day trade, unless you can't take a day trade or you really, really don't want to take a day trade, in which case then hold it overnight. Now, if you do take the day trade, open up another position at the end of the day if we're near high, for a drop overnight. And then tomorrow, what you want to do is close the short, open up a long at the open before this unexpected move higher, right? Careful because there's a high and a low there early in the day. And then you'll want to close that long at the end of the day. Interesting. So I think we probably open higher in the pre-market here on the 28th and declined into like a trough or something by the open, out of which there's a notable move to the upside. So there would be opportunity to close out of a short again there on the 28th, open up a long and close a short at the end, long at the end of the day. Will Flare token reach? Chevy, I'll come right back to you. I just saw the questions with the stars here. It was luck. Hi all, can you give guidance on fast this week? Is that a crypto? Fast. Fast token? No. Hmm. Oh, triple triple bulls. So this is a leveraged ETF. Um, for this week. Okay, so for the week overall, we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance, and technicals will lead us to believe that we're going to break through that resistance, but instead we turn around and we decline through key support. We decline through a support level that's usually the reason why we thought we were going to break through resistance, because we like established that support falsely. Yeah, so I'm getting failure, or excuse me, ruin here on Monday, and you can see pretty notable move to the downside. Tomorrow will be kind of like mixed sideways, maybe confirming a bullish trend towards the end of the day. But we established support somewhere with sideways rotation between Tuesday and Wednesday. And then by Wednesday, we have a notable move higher on a multi-day kind of scale, or a multi-day chart kind of scale. We come up against key resistance on a multi-day scale on Thursday, and then break down from that with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. And then we have kind of like a mixed sideways decline on Friday, and usually within a channel of some kind. It could be like a diagonal channel, or it could be a horizontal channel, but usually go like this, like a sideways S. Can I give guidance on HIMS and CELH earnings? Is it? Oh, this right here. Okay, HIMS earnings. I presume they come out after the bell. Yeah, after the bell. Looks like they beat their expectations, and you have some pretty wild price swings as a result of that. Usually they're bullish price swings, but overall pretty wild price swings and not always bullish. That was for HIMS, and then CELH. Matter of fact, let's try it like this. This is actually cool. Okay. Okay, so it looks like they probably it's either a meet or a beat on earnings and a meet or a beat on estimate. Hard to determine which one because it's not like the most bullish energy, but it's pretty positive. And then the chart behavior in response to the earnings results. I got the death card, but that's kind of hard to read in that situation. So yeah, overall to the downside, after a failed attempt to break a resistance level, there should be a notable move downward. Really notable move downward. All right, let's see. Who did I miss here? Bitcoin. Wow. So way off on that. Like I said, I felt like I was probably going to be wrong about this. It was looking like that, and there you can go. We didn't have a drop. We just went higher. Wow. My bad, guys. It's going to happen occasionally, but damn, that's a rough one. Let me see here. Like I said, when I'm wrong, I say it all the time, guys. When I'm wrong, it's not that I'm always wrong on price levels, but when I am wrong, it's usually a price level at this point. It's no longer like where we open higher or lower. We've kind of figured that out. It looks like for the most part, we're not right all the time, but for the majority of the time, we're pretty accurate. Price levels is kind of like the final frontier for us as far as accuracy. Yeah, well, I mean, we did say there was going to be a big move at the end of the day. I just expected us to drop much, much further down. Interesting. And that's what I mean by like price levels are the final frontier. Like we could easily tell you direction, like the timing of direction. Where is it? Right? Like we knew, and we can easily tell you like the timing of troughs and peaks, but occasionally we're going to be like, damn, like really off. Like this is really off. This is one of my worst kind of price levels I think in a while. I apologize, guys. Read it wrong clearly. But we did, even so, like we did know there was a trough here, and even if we didn't decline what we want to do, that's what I always say: follow the sequence of events over anything else. Follow the sequence of events. So, if you saw that, then in the midst of this decline, you would have opened up a long position in anticipation of these last 4 days of the month, where it's like super like vertical, as predicted. So, if you're following along with the sequence of events and the overall trades and what to do, you did fine. If you were waiting to trade this price level, you didn't do so fine, which is why, like, when people ask me about price levels, I'm kind of like, dude, I mean, we can do it, but it's not up there with 98. It's probably like 75, my price levels right now, because I haven't cracked the code yet. Anything other than price levels, 98% though. And I think the longer, it seems to me that the longer, the further out the prediction on price level I go, the more likely it is to be accurate. The shorter the time frame between when I make that price level prediction and like when it's actually supposed to take place, the higher the probability of inaccuracy. I know that much. It really is just a matter of me recalibrating some subconscious thought processes, and then it'll disappear. So I got to get on that. Will Flare token reach 50 cents this year? Do you see it going downward so I can add more to my stack? Flare token. Like this type of price level question isn't really, it's most of the time it's still right, but there's a higher probability. I don't know if it's 75%, that might be a little low, but there's definitely a higher probability of me being wrong if it's about price level information. I say it all the time, guys. Doesn't mean I'm going to be wrong. There's just a higher probability of it. So 50 cents this year, 2024, yes or no? I got a yes for that. Oh, I missed that CVNA. Sorry, it was like CVNA. Overall trend for CVNA. Oh, Carvana. This is one that I thought this has some like long-term potential. It's my sense. It definitely had like a spike and then fell like a rock. But I think overall this is probably got long-term potential. That was my sense a long time ago when I looked at it. People are tired of being sold by salesmen. Nobody likes a salesman, Carvana kind of like gets rid of that. All right, so CVNA overall trend direction for the week. It's a sideways fluctuating rally that'll precede a sharp decline. Does a sharp decline take place this week? Yes or no? Yes, it takes place this week. So probably by the end of the week. Let's see. So a lot of price change today and an important resistance highlighted. Tomorrow we're bumping along resistance sideways, so it's probably that similar resistance. We have a brief peak that's easily missed on Wednesday, and that's followed by a decline through multiple support levels into Thursday. The decline on Thursday offers opportunity to open up a long position to sell the following day when we meet a key resistance level on a multi-day scale in the midst of a lot of volatility there on Friday. Hey, Proof, Ordi versus Root versus Jupe, which will outperform in the bull run? Oop, what did I do? Root. Not sure which one to go with here. I guess this. I don't think this is the right chart though, but and then the last one, Jupe. When there isn't a chart just with the name of the coin, I find it a little suspect, FYI. So that middle one, in my opinion, Root is a little suspect right now. But which one out of the three will outperform in 2024 or in this bull run? It looks like Jupiter by a landslide. Might even stay away from the first two. I'd probably avoid the first two on that list, and definitely a lot of ground covered for Jupe in this bull run. I mentioned a good buying opportunity for gold end of February, beginning of March. Is now a good time to buy gold? Let's take a look. Oh, nice. Tell me this is like a... Is this a spot price chart? Oh my god, I love this. I love this. Yes. I did not know they had spot prices. Yes. Oh, let's go with GLD though, just in case it's not a spot chart. Started daydreaming. Sorry, guys. I do that. It looks like it probably passed, and there's another opportunity coming. But I wouldn't be buying gold at these levels right here. I would wait until a lower price level, probably in like the second week of March at this point. Hopefully. And that's really that'd be like, if that's there and I'm right, then that'll be an even better opportunity than this opportunity, the same or better than this opportunity in February. But that's followed by a pretty strong like energy for a high, for a top for the year. We'll probably see it again at one point, but we're gonna like establish the high here, I think, in April, May. How does Peppy token look for February 5th-ish? Or look February 5th-ish? Do you mean March 5th, Robert? Let me know you mean March. I'm not sure what you mean for February 5th because it's past. You're welcome, Jashevi. You're thinking about dumping XRP for Bitcoin in, like, you mean like right now, or you're thinking about you're thinking about doing that now? I like your questions, Jashevi. You have good questions. Um, I'm gonna cap the questions off here, guys, because I've got on Mondays I have a Zoom right after this. If my memory serves me correct, and I'll double check this, but if my memory serves me correct, then it's not the best year for XRP. Overall, I'm bullish on it, but if my memory, I'm gonna double check on that statement in just a sec. I mean, they're kind of doing similar things. They really are. They're doing very similar things, like from February into March. And then both have highs in April as well. It's I don't know if it makes sense. Let's see. Would you make doesn't So if you look at the March readings, you'll find that Well, actually, in the paid versions of the readings, everybody, FYI, you'll find like I compare the performance of like if I do an XRP 2024 reading in the paid version, I'll compare the performance of XRP in 2024 to that of Bitcoin in 2024. I do that for all the cryptos, so that'll determine it right there. But I think here, like this is it's kind of like a moot point. Yeah, I got a unicursal for that. Like it's kind of like it doesn't really matter if you do it or not. It doesn't. There's not much noticeable difference either way, you know. You're welcome, Proof. I think gold probably doesn't wait till next year to start moving vertical. Let me see that 1 year again. I was originally pretty like anti-gold for a while, but then in my last readings I did a 10-year for gold and I was like, whoa, like blown away, like super bullish the next few years. Super bullish. Like better than like the stock market probably at some point. Yeah, see, like this even looks, this is like pretty mixed kind of overall, but we have pretty bullish cards for the low and the high card. Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, so yeah, I get super bullish in it like somewhere in 2025 after like a really sharp drop. After a really sharp drop, from like a failed attempt at resistance on a multi-year scale. Sorry. Right, there's like a significant trough, like a very important trough on a multi-year scale in 2025. And then it gets super bullish with like higher highs into the following 10-year period. I have spot equals 2300 there. Let's see. What did we say it was going to be? Or what did we say it was? Yeah, so we have that we'll reach 2300 in gold here in 2024. Doesn't mean we don't go higher, but we'll at least meet that range. That might be the top though, because it doesn't say greater than or equal to. Hard to tell. How does Peppy Coin look for March 5th? It's going to be notably higher in March. At some point, anyways. Hey, Angfin. Appreciate you. XOM. XOM next few weeks will it hit 115. I got a maybe, so that usually means that it goes higher in a question like that. Let me see. It goes higher than 115. Yeah, this is ExxonMobil, guys. So you bring up something. So when I was looking at a lot of the 1 years, guys, I see this decline in March, like February, March, like this sharp decline taking place in a lot of things, not just crypto, not just stocks, commodities as well. But what's really notable is that oil goes the opposite direction. Oil goes really, really bullish around the same time, which leads me to believe that there's going to be some like significant event in the Middle East. Like obviously there's stuff going on there right now, but this was predicted from quite a while ago. And even with that said, it'll be an event that stands out amongst what's among what's going on in the Middle East right now. It'll be like a notable like I don't know what the word is, escalation or something like that. Can I confirm? Can I confirm Ethereum highs for 2024 are April and September? Yeah, so somewhere here, like in early March, you want to be cautious. There's probably a notable drop in there somewhere in the first half of March. It's hard to say. There's a notable drop in there, but we go from like we'll probably see like a slightly higher price level in March, and then like from that we decline pretty notably. Matter of fact, I'll look at the March one real quick. I forgot I do that. At least I do it for now. Ethereum's one of the ones that we're dropping, guys. Unfortunately, just not enough time to do it. I need to get ahead. Like I need to be like a year ahead, not a month ahead, and it's really annoying. I've been trying to do it for a year and I can't because I'm just like overwhelmed with people's orders. Okay, so that's February. I want March. We're on like the first, second, and a lot of those unicursals are carrying over into March. Interesting enough. But I would say from there, we then go higher into April, and we see a high in April. And then what did you say you were looking at? What other time frame? September. Yeah, there's highs in like August, September high. It might even be one in October before the drop into those lows. It's possible because it's that um, theme card is so similar here. ATT. It was like what, jackass? It says M. Jackass. What did I miss? Have you covered Theta? Do you see it having more upside into mid March Bitcoin pump, or do you think it's over start of March? for theta. Look at that move. Woof. I guess I was right about that move to the upside. Jesus. I'm kind of off my game. I think I need a energy cleanse. Where did it go? But no, I mean, this is that move. We're talking about out of early. Um, we're on point with this actually. So from out of early February at a trough, we have this big move pushing the upper end of a range higher. That's this upper end of a range clearly pushed higher now, but at some point very very soon, if not at these price levels, we then see sideways rotation, like decline off of the highs as well of the February high, which is, it looks to be before the end of the month. So it's going to take a breather like a lot of things at some point in March. And then I see highs again. In like April, May, probably April. And it's probably just slightly higher, is my sense. Just slightly higher than the high of now. Well, Bitcoin definitely goes higher this year than where it currently is. But it gets mixed in early March, decline in the later part of March. But in the middle of March, there's like at some point like this really sharp move to the upside. So it's really mixed overall there in March, but overall to the downside, I think. What about a Black Swan event, Robert? I figured. I figured as much. It was like, um, when do I see the next correct? Hey Raymond, when do I see the next correction for Bitcoin? I assume one is coming in the next few weeks. Oops, sorry. Matter of fact, guys, I got to roll right after this question. I forgot I've got a Zoom to get on. I don't know about a correction in Bitcoin. I mean, there's going to be a decline here in March into like lows, but I wouldn't consider it a correction per se. All right, my friends, I got to roll. As always, thank you so much for watching. And as always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. The channel's counting on you. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.